Hello! Welcome back to the channel for another Saturday edition. I know, crazy, huh? 75 videos. Who would have thought it'd last this long? Oh, wow. So, welcome everybody. And if you're one of the 45% of the people who are watching this content but are not yet subscribed, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you know when the next video pops up, smash the like button, and before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of my regulars here, welcome back for another round. I say you just hit that like button, and before you leave, drop a comment down below as well. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. Okay, reason why we're here today. Can Disney be saved? Now, it's been pretty apparent over the last few years that Disney has fallen prey to, as Critical Drinker has called it, the message. Pretty hard. So it's in fact that it's costing films money, lack of viewership on the Disney Plus shows, and with recent events with CEO Bob Chapek firing Peter Rice, not letting go, not renewing a contract, straight up firing, and his contract renewal voted unanimously by the board, what would I do if I was Bob Chapek? Now, when I'm talking about can Disney be saved, I'm specifically talking about the studios, the stuff that we see on a daily basis through TV shows and films. As far as the revenue streams goes, what those bring in is really far down the list. The bulk of their revenue is still the parks, merchandise, hotels, cruise lines, their real estate holdings, live sporting events with ESPN, and the ad revenue that comes from that. But I want to talk about three specific studios, and if I was Bob Chapek, what I would do, and who would be on my short list for a vacation, permanent one from Disney. So we're going to start with probably the most successful in the last 10 years at least, that being Marvel. Now, Marvel during the Infinity Saga became the biggest cinematic IP of all time. But of late, huge track record of films that have underperformed or straight up lost the money. I'm talking Black Widow, Shang-Chi, The Eternals, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Meh, and possibly Thor: Love and Blunder. I have seen it, and I will be giving a review of that in the next few days. And also a host of shows that have underperformed, that may have started off strong, but somewhere between the premiere and the finale have lost viewers, and finales that have just dropped the ball. So, where would I start? Victoria Alonso, pack your shit and get out. Now, Victoria Alonso has kind of inserted herself into the role that was once held by Ike Perlmutter and was supposed to be held by James Gunn, kind of being the rudder to steer the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She's pretty much responsible for creating what has been called, and appropriately so, the MCU. Also been quoted as saying some real interesting things, where talking about when they acquired Fox, the X-Men, as she has said, there's a lot of female characters, so the term men is really outdated. You need to go. Bye. As far as Kevin Feige goes, this would be, you're going to have some performance metrics laid upon you, Kevin, if you want to keep your job. You did a great job with the first three phases. Phase 4 has been a disaster thus far. We need to put metrics as far as viewerships, retaining viewerships, possibly increasing Disney Plus subscriptions, and as far as the box office goes, dollar amounts that need to be met. So that's a quick take on Marvel. Lucasfilm. Now, similar to Marvel, a sequel trilogy that each preceding film lost more money than the one before. The only Star Wars film to ever lose money, Solo. The only bright spot was, as far as the films go, was Rogue One. Disney Plus shows. If it's not animation, the live action, the bright spot has been Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's Mandalorian series, and they've got a bunch of content coming out, which is pretty much just content at this point. So it's fair to say that the reign of Kathleen Kennedy has been lackluster. But would I fire Kathleen Kennedy if I was Bob Chapek? No. Reason being the recent Vanity Fair article that we've all heard about, where she admitted mistakes in the past with Lucasfilm, kind of tells the industry that she's pretty much done. After Indy 5, she's got nothing left on her plate, and there's nothing more for her to do. And so they're going to let her write out her contract, however long that is, and shower her with praise and nice awards and yada, yada, yada. Michelle Rejwan, though, pack your shit and go. Michelle Rejwan has been at the right hand of Kathleen Kennedy for the production of the sequel trilogy. She's also been, when Kathleen was, before she decided to take her farewell tour, was going to be named the successor, and there's no one that can stop her. Well, you need to go. Also, Pablo Hidalgo, that little internet troll, who most notably was known for attacking fans, particularly Star Wars Theory, so much so that it drew the attention and the clapback had to be addressed by even the Hollywood trades. You need to go. The gatekeeper of the lore of Star Wars. No, you need to go. That and pretty much most of the story group, with the exception of maybe Carrie Beck. You all need to go. We need no more KK loyalists. Just like throughout Disney, there needs to be no more Iger loyalists. You all got to go. Now, when KK steps down and there's no successor, who would take her place? Well, I'm going to come to that. The last studio that I would address is Pixar. Now, with the release of Turning Red being sent directly to Disney Plus, and the very recent debacle that is Lightyear, and with the people at Pixar making it very apparent that they want to include LGBTQIAMOUSE content in their general audience, G-rated children's content. At that point, Jim Morris, head of Pixar, pack your shit and go. But what, and then if I was Bob Chapek, I would look around the industry, because most of the original Pixar talent has gone over to Skydance Animation. I'd go to the board and say, can we acquire Skydance? Is that possible? Bring all the original Pixar talent back, merge it with Pixar, purge all the woke element out, and then possibly promote John Lasseter to the role he was rumored to be groomed for, which would be head of Lucasfilm before he was ran out of Disney. Now, these changes would then fall to the implementation of these changes and the overseeing of these changes would then fall to the head of Disney Studios, that being Alan Bergman, and Kareem Daniel, the head of distribution. Now, what distribution is what can we do from this? How many toys can we sell? What merchandise can we sell? Is this going to drive people to the parks? Where can we take these entertainment properties to drive them to our bigger revenue streams? So, but yeah, that's what I would do if I was Bob Chapek. But those are just my thoughts. I'm turning it back over to you now. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And I'll see you soon for my Boar Love and Blunder review. But until then, have a great weekend, guys. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles!